Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Park Bowl. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, along with Chuck Rasmussen, as we're set to finish sometime here today this game that's in front of us, Chuck.
Yeah. We expected yesterday when we started it was going to be a long, good one, or whatever. It's a long 24, almost 24 hours later, whatever, too. But let's set the stage for you. We're in the bottom half of inning number 7. Bases are loaded. This is where we left off last night with 2 outs. On third base is Cooper Gelhaus. On second base is Kevin Landowski. And on first base is Connor Matheson. 2 outs, and we are on to the top of the order, and it's Griffin Olson. Olson has a count of 2-1 on him, and again, 2 outs. On the mound, we do have a change from last night. It's going to be Connor Butzler on the mound, and again, 2 outs, bases loaded. We're at 1-1 as far as our score. Could be over in one pitch. We could be playing for another couple hours.
Yes, exactly, because that's just the way these two teams are built.
Yes. Yeah.
But we're going to get things rolling here. And again, Chuck, thanks for being here today. We have got at least 3 games going on, I would imagine.
Yes, a game right after this. The loser of this game turns around and plays against Bi-State, is that, I believe?
Correct, yes.
And then the winner of that game will turn around and get to play
the winner of this game.
So here we go, Ken. All right, Griffin Olson steps up to the plate again. The count is 2-1 on him. Olson in this game, he singled, hit a home run, and then has struck out. Again, the count 2-1 on Olson.
And the excitement is there.
It is. It is there. All right. Connor Butzler on the mound. Ben Rathel behind the plate. The 2-1 pitch with the bases loaded. And it's going to be a fly ball towards left field, and it is going to go foul. The count now at 2-2 on Olson. Leadoff hitter here for Viroqua.
That wound up in the deepest foul ball territory that it could go to.
Mm-hmm. All right. You got to think that, I don't know, but as far as Olson, he's been thinking about what am I going to do here?
Yep.
Ever since that heavy downpour that we got yesterday. The 2-2 count. And the pitch. Olson takes a pitch inside. We're now full.
Nice job there by Ben Rathel on that inside pitch, too.
All right, bases loaded. 2 outs. The count is full. Pitcher steps off. Fakes back to second. We'll start it again. 2 outs, bases loaded. Score is tied. Full count. And the pitch. There's a called strike on Olson. Olson doesn't agree with it. But either way, we're going to go to the 8th inning.
Well, and you got to be careful. You can't talk too much. As much as I admire Griffin Olson, he's got to be careful there. He's too valuable for that team. Well, we're going to take a break and take a look at those sponsors, folks. We're going another inning. We return here to the Park Bowl. Ken Manning along with Chuck Rasmussen. And I tell you what, Chuck, that was a nip and tuck kind of a pitch there for the called strikeout to end that inning. But here we go into extras.
All right, it'll be Braden Peterson on the mound for Viroqua. And at bat, Connor Butzler. He'll be followed by Bo Militinovich and Bodie Dempsey. 2, 3, 4 in the lineup for Westby. There's a base hit right away by Butzler up the middle. Ken, I was thinking here during that little break there, should pick a time. It's 1:03, I think, right now. 1:04. What time is the first run going to be scored?
There you
1:04.
go.
You listening, pick a time. See how close you are.
We're going to say 1:10.
Okay. And there's a second consecutive base hit.
Boy.
This is going to go to right center field. Lendowski's got it. He throws it back in, and Westby's got something going here. They've got runners at the corners with nobody out.
That is just 2 really big hits. What can you say?
Where were they yesterday? All right.
Wow, no kidding.
First and third. Cleanup hitter, Bodie Dempsey. Dempsey will take the pitch for a strike. Dempsey, in this game, has popped out to the first baseman, singled, stole the base, and struck out. Runners at first and third. There's a called strike. We're at 0-2 on Dempsey. We're again tied 1-1 in the top of the 8th inning. Ooh. Dempsey holds back, and the pitch just misses the top of the strike zone. Viroqua with a record of 35-14. Westby with a record of 18-5. That's their Summer Legion record. Runners at first and third. Runner at first gets his lead, as does Dahl, the runner at third. And it's a foul tick right into the catcher's mitt for out number 1.
Number 9, Cale Griffin.
Brings up Cale Griffin. Griffin has doubled and scored, popped out to third, and struck out. And this is going to be popped up. I think that's Miles Fry. It's going to make the catch.
Actually, that is
number
Griffin
2.
Olsen back at short now, Chuck.
Okay.
Miles is back to second base.
Okay.
And then Casey Kowalczyk at first. And
right.
now a quick timeout here.
I'll let you kind of manage who's playing where. I didn't get the changes in
Yeah,
between. But
I'm just watching.
Yep.
I'm looking out there.
yeah, you know them. So,
Yeah. Well, let's take a little break, and they're going to discuss. Well, we just keep it right here, Chuck, and talk a little bit about what's going on out there right now.
all right. Well, we've got 2 outs. And the batter is going to be Gavin Larson. Larson has a single, a walk, and a strikeout in this game so far. Larson 4 for 9 in the series. Larson just falls right off the catcher's mitt. And we're at 0-1. Again, it's Braden Peterson on the mound for Viroqua. Peterson, 0-1 pitch. It's going to be outside. There's a swing and a miss. That's Vinny Klum catching, I believe. Is it no, or is that a?
That should be Clayton Weston yet, I believe.
It might be Matt
Oh,
Weston.
it's Matt. That's who
Matt
it is. Yep.
Weston.
Matthew Weston is catching.
Runner, ground ball towards the second baseman. And it's going to be a 4-3 for out number 3.
Well, a nice job there by Braden Peterson getting out of a little bit of a mini jam there as he gave up 2 hits right away, but he settled back in and got the shutout, so to speak, in the inning.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Again, as you say, the top 2 runners reached. They had runners at first and third, nobody out, and Westby not able to score.
We'll be back with the bottom half in a moment. Well, here we go, Chuck. We moving into the bottom half. Let's see what the Blackhawks, what the 138ers can do.
Number 22, Miles Fry.
Yeah. 24.
Number 24, Miles Fry.
Pitch high. Number 24 batting for Viroqua. I don't have a 24 on my roster. And it's going to be swung on and popped up towards the third base side, and it's going to get out of play. Okay, it's going to be Miles Fry, just in a different jersey. Pitch is outside to Fry. Fry will be followed by Casey Kowalczyk and then Tyler Quackenbush. It's Connor Butzler on the mound. There's a swing and miss. Good job there by Rathel. He scoops it up, throws on down to first for the out.
Well, here's one of your dangerous hitters again in this top 5 lineup for the 138ers.
Casey Kowalczyk. Kowalczyk with a walk, a ground out, and a single. They're called strike on Kowalczyk. Kowalczyk 4 for 11 in the tournament. With 1 out, count 1-1 on Kowalczyk. The swing and miss, we've talked about that pitch that looks so nice coming in there, almost eye level, but you just oftentimes can't get the bat around fast enough. One and two the count. Home half of inning number 8. We're tied at 1. The pitch. It's called a ball.
Yeah, ran
2-2.
inside a little bit there, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Still close, though.
Yeah. Count runs full to Kowalczyk. Tyler Quackenbush on deck. 1 out. And we're tied at 1 in the 8th inning. Fouled back. We got all the way to the bottom of the 7th last night before the clouds unleashed quite a storm.
Boy, that was. And in some areas, like maybe 5-10 miles away, got Zippo.
Yeah, I know. When I was driving home, there was nothing at Soldiers Cove. A fly ball to right field, and Lucas Bendel will make the catch for out number 2. Yeah, I got the Soldiers Grove. No rain at all. And there at Lancaster, we didn't get any rain till it was probably about 9:45, and then we ended up with about 4/10 of an inch last night.
Oh, wow.
The rain still needed very much.
Oh, yeah.
We've had about 4 inches in the last 2 weeks, and my lawn finally getting green again. There's a swing and miss by Quackenbush. Quackenbush is grounded to third, grounded to second, and then they hit into a 1-6-3 double play. Two and one. Foul ball right into the dugout of the Westby crew.
Clear the room.
Count it 2-2. Quackenbush, he reaches, he'll be followed by Jackson Hoyam. Count it full.
Tyler, one of those guys that can put it out of the park here, too, so you guys still got to pitch careful to him.
There's a base hit towards left field. Quackenbush will stay there at first.
He had that phenomenal night the other night at 4 for 5.
Yeah, he came into to today's game, or this game, at 5 for 7, so now he's 6 for 11.
That's
not bad.
That's all right.
Yeah. Jackson Hoyam steps up with 2 outs. Runner on first. Hoyam in this game has singled. Fouls that pitch back. Grounded out to the pitcher and struck out. Hoyam 3 for 10 in the tournament.
And he's another one of those that you give him the right pitch and he could drive it.
Okay, number 5 in the lineup here for Viroqua. There's a strike. Got another game following this one, maybe a half hour later. There's a fly ball out towards left field. Dempsey going back, and he'll make the catch. We'll go to inning number 9.
Quite the drive, but Dempsey tracking it all the way. Dr. Jerry Johnson, chiropractor,
with over 18 years of experience serving the tri-state area. Have your next chiropractic exam with Dr. Jerry Johnson, located on the south side of La Crosse. Chiropractic care for the whole family is Dr. Johnson's focus, regardless of your age. Chiropractic care can enhance one's ability to fight off many afflictions.
All right, the top of the ninth. Again, we're tied at 1-1. It'll be Lucas Bendel, Ben Rathel, and Blake Sutton. There's a called strike on Bendel. It's Braden Peterson on the mound for Viroqua. There's a swing and miss by Bendel. To bring up Ben Rathel. Rathel is 0 for 2 and a walk in this game. 2 for 9 in the tournament. Pitch is a called strike to Rathel. And Braden Peterson on the mound. And it's Matt Weston on the plate. Ground ball to Hoyam. Hoyam's got it. On over and a nice grab over at first by Quackenbush. Nope, that's not Quackenbush. It's Kowalczyk at first. This will bring up Blake Sutton. Pops up the first pitch towards the right side, and it's a right fielder making the call and the catch for out number 3. We go to the home half of inning number 9. We're still tied up at 1-1.
Well, Chuck, we move to the bottom half of this 8th inning, and are we at the
bottom of 9?
9, my goodness.
Bottom of 9.
Yeah.
It's going to be Cooper Gelhaus, Kevin Landowski, and Connor Matheson. Gelhaus has had a sacrifice in this game. Rounded out 3 unassisted and reached on an error. There's a little popper over the third base side, foul. Not quite able to grab that was Blake Sutton. And Gelhaus will come back and grab the bat and get ready again. We are in the ninth. Bottom of the ninth. Second game in this tournament that Viroqua has went extra innings. They won the first time 2-0. There's a base hit for Gilhouse. So the first runner is on
Center fielder, Kevin.
for Viroqua here in the ninth. Get scheduled only for 7 innings. Toss over to Griffin there, covering first.
Sutton moving up at third base, looking for the bunt.
Okay, this is Kevin Landowski batting. He does bunt, and the bunt is going to go back to the pitcher. The sacrifice is complete by Landowski.
The pitcher, Braden.
That was a real nice job. He got it out there to where Butzler had to get off the mound and get into the grassed area, which made him, go right to first. No question about it.
Braden Peterson batting now.
Braden with real good control with his bat.
I believe this is his first at-bat in the tournament, Peterson.
I believe you're right.
Left-handed batter with a runner on second. Peterson takes that pitch for a ball, count of 1-1. Peterson in for Connor Matheson. There's a called strike. One out, runner at second. And there's a little nubber. And Butzler will make the catch for out number 2.
That is not always an easy play coming off the mound like that. His body was moving a little bit more towards the foul line, the first base foul line, and he had to switch gears.
Yep, and probably kind of a knuckleball that was hit there by Peterson. This is
Matthew
Matt Weston.
took the ball up high, a curveball that failed to break in time. Swing and a miss on that offering as he came straight down the middle.
There's a called strike. Again, runner on second, 2 outs. This is Matt Weston at the plate. I believe this is Matt's first at bat. Pitch just misses from Butzler.
Yeah, a little bit high and away.
Count it 2-2. And the pitch. There's going to be a line drive out towards left field, and it's Bodie Dempsey going to make the catch for out number 3. Well struck, but good job by Dempsey.
Well, we'll come back with more baseball action. We're going to get our money worth today. Chuck, I've given up on what inning we're in.
We're in the top of the 10th, Ken, and both Westby, Coon Valley, and Viroqua are at the top of their orders. Leading things off for Westby is Devin Nedland. Nedland 1 for 4 in the game. 5 for 11 in the tournament. On the mound is Braden Peterson.
Both teams have got to like the position they're in right now then.
As far as batting order wise,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I would guess that's where you want to be. Pitch is high and away to Nedland. Count at 3-0. Count at 3-1. Nedland just finished his sophomore year in high school. He was second team all-conference. Moves down to first with a walk.
He had a really nice sophomore year on the varsity, and I know there's some big expectations coming up with that sophomore class.
Yeah. Lefty on the mound. Runner gets his lead. This is Connor Butzler at the bat. Brings the bat around to attempt to bunt, but misses. And we have a count of 0-1. Nedland gets his lead at first. Lefty delivers. And Butzler 0-2, 0-2, and trying to put down the bunt. Butzler 1 for 3 in this game, plus a walk. 5 for 9 in the tournament. Butzler, all-conference player of the year from Cashton.
Well, he checked his swing and got a piece of that one. It was a ball upstairs, but, you know, you've got to protect the plate.
Yes, sir. 0-2. The pitch. It's going to be high and away. 1-2. Peterson. Delivers. It's going to be a strike.
Wow.
And I think Butzler knew it. Called strike. He looked like thought it was going to be a strike, and they decided it wasn't going to be a strike, but
it was up on the letters, too.
It was right there. All right, it's going to bring up Bo Militnovich with 1 out. Runner at first. Militnovich, a ground ball up the middle for a base hit. That will advance Nedland to second and bring up Bodie Dempsey.
Great try up the middle on the dive by Griffin Olsen as well.
Militnovich 2 for 5 now in the game. 4 for 13 in the tournament. Bodie Dempsey at the bat. Dempsey swings and misses at the first pitch. Dempsey 1 for 4 in this game. 4 for 10 in the tournament.
Last time up, he watched the called third strike, so you know he's loaded for bear on this one.
Dempsey graduated a year ago, also from Cashton. Count now 0-2 on Dempsey with runners at first and second and 1 down. Peterson set. And the delivery. Count at 1-2. Beautiful day here at Viroqua. Diamond in excellent shape. Followed back by Dempsey.
That was about as little of a ball that you could touch as possible.
Yeah, for sure.
and stay alive.
Yeah. A light breeze blowing. Guessing we're probably low 80s as far as temperature. Count moves to 2-2 on Dempsey. 1 out. Runners get their lead. And pitch is fouled off by Dempsey. Count it 2-2 with 1 out. Pitch. There's a called strike. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 2 down.
Yeah, that was a really nice looking pitch. You gotta give that one to Peterson.
Now 2 outs. Gonna bring up Cale Griffin. And then strike. Griffin 1 for 4 in this game. 4 for 12 in the tournament. He's doubled in this game and scored. The 0-1 pitch. It's going to be sliced out towards left field. Cooper Gelhaus will be there, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. Go to the home half of inning number 10.
Still knotted up here, Viroqua and Westby Coon Valley, and the top of the order when we return for the 138ers. Back to the Park Bowl we go, and it's going to be a top of the order kind of thing, huh, Chuck?
Yes, it is. Griffin Olsen leads things off. As you said, he is the top of the order for Viroqua. 2 for 4 in this game. And he hits a sharp one towards first base. Griffin will make the catch, or the grab, and then runs to first for the out. Bottom of the 10th.
Cale Griffin playing rather deep in the first base side, and that gave him plenty of maneuverability, I guess I'll say.
It's going to bring up Miles Fry. Fry switched numbers on his back. He's 24 today. And there's a one hopper to Sutton at third. Sutton's going to bring it on over to Griffin. There's out number 2. Sutton has had a real nice game there at third base. He's made a number of plays. It's going to bring up Casey Kowalczyk with 2 outs. Kowalczyk has walked, grounded out to the shortstop.
Chuck, I'm looking
Singled and flew out to right.
looking out in left field, and I'm thinking, wow, Bodie Dempsey is kind of shallow out there compared to center and right. But he knows his pitcher probably pretty well.
The one that gets away from Butzler. Moves the count to 2-1.
He looked at his hand like, what in the world?
We're in the home half of inning number 10, still tied at 1. Both of these pitchers will not be able to pitch anymore today. I don't believe. Maybe they will.
Well, you get 105 for the day, so I think they could
Okay.
pick up on where they left off if the coaches decide to do that.
Okay.
I think.
A walk to Kowalczyk, and this is going to bring up Tyler Quackenbush. Quackenbush 1 for 4 in this game. Left-handed batting, Quackenbush.
Tough out.
cleanup hitter in the lineup here for Viroqua. Two outs. You know that Kowalczyk will be aggressive on the base path. And that one's going to bounce off the foot of Quackenbush. So the winning run now at second base with two outs.
And a timeout here, Chuck. We'll take a break as well. Well, after the short discussion on the mound, a pat on the back by Coach John Hamilton, and Butzler is still there.
Jackson Hoyam batting. There's a fly ball out towards center field going very deep. And Gavin Larson will make the catch on the warning track for out number 3.
Wow, what a drive. And what following of the baseball out there in center field.
We go to the 11th. We're still tied at 1.
Well, our thanks again to all those terrific sponsors that you're seeing throughout today's ball game, in between the innings and during a timeout or two. Well, let's turn the mic back over to Chuck here.
All right, thanks, Ken. We're in the top of the 11th inning here. Scheduled 7-inning game. Score is 1-1. Leading off for Westby Coon Valley will be Gavin Larson. He'll be followed by Lucas Bendel and Ben Rathel. The 1-0 pitch. On the mound, Braden Peterson yet. Larson. 1 for 3 and a walk. 4 for 10 in the tournament. Fouled off. Again, the stats we give you, very unofficial, but we think very close also. Little slapper out towards right field. And the right fielder will make the catch. That's actually that's number 19, Quackenbush.
Larson just wanted to put the bat on the ball, and he did a good job trying to poke it in there, but Quackenbush playing a good right field.
We'll bring up Lucas Bendel. Bendel, 0 for 4 in this game. 3 for 12 in the tournament. And that'll be a strike called on him. Bendel, number 11, has finished his junior year in high school. Pitch is high and gets away from the catcher. Good hustle here by Rathel. Come over from his on-deck spot to pick up the ball and give it to the umpire. Ground ball is going to get off the glove of Peterson, grabbed by Olson, and out number one.
Well, there's that experience showing off right there with Griffin Olson. Pretty calm and relaxed on that pick off from the glove, as you mentioned, of Peterson.
Now with 2 down, this is going to bring up Ben Rathel. Rathel has, in this game, walked, thrown out to right, struck out, and then grounded out to the third baseman. 0 for 3, 2 for 10 in the tournament with 2 outs. He reaches base. Blake Sutton is scheduled to make an appearance, and there's a slap towards right field, and it's going to be in there for a base hit. So Rathel keeps things going. A single. And that will bring up Blake Sutton. Sutton, 1 for 4, 5 for 11 in the tournament. Will be a senior this fall. Runner at first gets his lead. There's a strike. Let's see if Rathel makes an attempt to steal second. Pretty short lead though. There's a called strike on Sutton. The count at 0-2. Ooh, close to hitting Sutton.
That definitely spun him around.
Mm-hmm. It's Braden Peterson on the mound. Runner takes off. And it's going to be a called strike 3 on Sutton. So we have no runs across, a base hit in this 11th inning for Westby. We move to the home half, tied at 1.
Well, we knew we were going to have a great game. We just didn't know how many innings it was going to go, Chuck.
No, we expected the usual 7, but we are now in the home half of inning number 11. It's going to be Cooper Gelhaus, Kevin Landowski, and then Braden Peterson for Viroqua. Hunter Butzler still on the mound. Pitch is fouled back. That was Butzler's 50th pitch today. The 1-1. Grounded towards third. Sutton on over to first. Cale Griffin will grab, and out number 1. Ken, you said the first run was going to be scored at 110, I believe. We're at 149 right now.
Whoops.
We actually had anticipated that the second game would be underway by now.
That's true.
Count at 1-0 to Lewandowski. 1 out. Lewandowski grounded out in the 4-3, an extremely close play at first. Struck out, singled, and a sacrifice. Three for 9 in the tournament for Lewandowski.
Well, he went after a pitch that was out of the strike zone, but looked like it was going to be pretty close, and then it just kind of tailed away, and he couldn't reach it.
Yep. It's going to bring up number 5, Braden Peterson. Peterson 0 for 1. Fouls that back. Peterson reaches. It'll be Matt Weston scheduled. Fly ball out towards left field. Dempsey is going to be there. He'll make the catch for the third out. Ken, what inning are we going to?
Are we at 12 now?
We're going to go to 12, and we got to finish this in 12 because my book does not have any more innings.
Oh, man. We got to double up.
Yeah.
Back with more, folks, after this. Well, here we go with the 12th inning.
Top of 12, as Ken said. It'll be the top of the order for Westby, Nedlin, Butzler, and Militnovich. Braden Peterson back on the mound. Peterson, pitch number 54 just delivered. In top of 12, 1-1. It's a fly ball out to the right side. The second baseman, Fry, drifts back, and he'll make the catch for out number 1.
Had it gauged perfectly there. Chuck, you said something earlier in one of our timeouts, one of the breaks, that every one of these guys are going to look at their batting average here, and they're all going to go, "Oh man."
Yes, yeah, for sure. It's going to bring up Connor Butzler. Called strike on him. Butzler 1 for 4 in this game, plus a walk. 5 for 10 though in the tournament for Butzler. So I'm guessing he would be happy with that if he would have told him beforehand. 5 for 10.
Yep.
Pitch is high from Peterson. Count it 2-1. 3-1. Three-one pitch. Going to be taken inside. Butzler will reach with 1 out.
Well, you've got pretty good speed on the bases here. I mean, more than pretty good. You got excellent speed right now with Butzler.
It's going to bring up Bo Milutinovic. He has singles in his last 2 plate appearances. He swings and misses at that. 2 for 5 in the game. 4 for 13 in the tournament. A runner on first for Milutinovic. Toss over to first. Butzler's back easily. Runner takes off. Throw on down to second. It will not be in time. Good quickness, Ken alluded to earlier from Butzler. A stolen base puts him in scoring position for Milutinovic. Butzler gets his lead. And a swing and a miss by Milutinovic for out number 2. Bring up the cleanup hitter, Bodie Dempsey. Dempsey 1 for 5 in the game. He struck out the last 3 plate appearances. And this time he hits a line drive towards right center field. It's going to be in there for a base hit going all the way to the warning track. Butzler will score, and Dempsey's into second with a double.
Boy, that crack of the bat was just like a perfect swing.
Perfect swing, perfect placement of the hit. And that's going to bring up Cale Griffin. Griffin 1 for 5 in the game, and they're just going to let him go down with a walk. And that's going to bring up Gavin Larson. Larson 1 for 4 and a walk.
Not a bad move right there by the 138ers.
No. There's a ground ball to Olson at short. Olson's up and he'll throw it. And a very close play over there at first, but Olson will get the assist. And
Well, now it's can the 138ers answer back in the bottom of the 12th. Chuck, as we move on here to the bottom of the 12th inning, it's kind of like one of those do-or-die situations, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Viroqua trailing now by a score of 2-1. Again, we're in the bottom half of inning number 12. It'll be Matt Weston, and then back to the top of the order. On the mound, Connor Butzler.
Just missed outside on that one.
This will be Butzler's 60th pitch, and they count it 2-0. There's a called strike. Weston 0 for 1. Just Matt Weston. That was close to catching the arm of Weston. And they count it 3-1. The called strike from Butzler.
Well, he's just got to come right back basically with the same pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Force him to swing here.
And he does swing, and it'll go foul. Did that hit a vehicle?
It did.
It did. All right, so you have a body shop. There's a strikeout from Butzler. Weston goes down swinging for out number 1. It's going to bring up Griffin Olson, the top of the order for Viroqua. Olson 2 for 5 in this game. A single and a home run. Last bat, he grounded out 3 unassisted. Four for 12 in the tournament for Olson, the leadoff hitter for Viroqua. There's a shot past the first baseman. Olson's going to make the turn. A little bobble out there by Bendel, but he's going to get it back in before before Olson can take advantage. Base hit with 1 out. It's going to bring up Miles Fry. Fry 0 for 5 in this game. Close play on that pickoff attempt by Butzler.
Butzler up to 67 pitches now.
Butzler, a nice pickoff move. Olson gets his lead again. Count 0-0, and there's a ground ball. It's going to be hit to Sutton. Sutton's going to take the throw over to first. He double clutches, and the ball is going to get beyond Griffin's reach. So we got runners at first and third.
Here comes Coach John Hamilton. We'll take a little break.
We're back at it now in the bottom of the 12th inning. Runners at first and third. This brings up Casey Kowalczyk with 1 out. The runner at first takes off. He'll go to second, uncontested. Kowalczyk 1 for 3, plus 2 walks in this game. Kowalczyk 1 for 12, and they're going to intentionally walk Kowalczyk. Loads the bases.
And there again, that's not a bad move.
It is not. Sets up a double play, sets up the force out all the way around. It's going to bring up Tyler Quackenbush. Quackenbush was hit by a pitch last time, and in the bat before that, it was a single. He's going to take the first pitch for a ball. 1 for 4 in the game for Quackenbush. 6 for 11 in the tournament. Bases loaded. 2 outs. There's a line drive right into the Westby dugout again.
Man, second time today.
Quackenbush, the cleanup batter in the Viroqua lineup. There's a ground ball. It's going to get under the legs of the first baseman, Cale Griffin. The runner from third scores. The runner for second scores. And that is the game.
Wow.
Viroqua comes back, and they pick up 2 runs here in the home half of inning 12. They win 2-1.
Quite the ball game. We're going to take a break and come back with the recap of this terrific ball game once again that the 138ers pull out in extra innings.